Are you really in control? Have you asked yourself this question? Are you really in control? The way you feel, the things you do, the things you want to do, and the things that you've done. Were you in control? Were you always in control? Most of your life may have already been decided. Where you were born, how you were born, your brain, your talent, the way you think. It was probably already decided. It was decided by nature, by the universe. How do we know that? Why is it so that you see others struggle? Why is it so that you see yourself struggle? Why is it so that you feel most people in the world around you got everything, the things that they did not deserve? Why is it so that you try to be the best that you can be? You try your best to do whatever you can to be on the top, to be at the top. But there's just one person, perhaps even more, that simply can do the thing that you want to do better than you, because they were born with the tools required to excel in what you want to excel in. They simply had the right mix of genes. They simply had access to tools, areas, universities, maybe schools, maybe teachers that could help them excel. Why is it so that you don't have those talents? Why is it so that you don't have access to the things that they have access to? Isn't it strange that our fate is decided even before we are born? How much control do we really have? Ask yourself this question all the time. Perhaps you might find it meaningless, or perhaps it will bring you peace. Why will it bring you peace? Because if no one has control, then the world is fair. If the world isn't fair for everyone, then it is fair. You might be born with particular talents. Why should you have those talents? What if, objectively speaking, somebody deserves to be in the position that you are in? How many of us will hand over that position? How many of us will hand over things that we have? You see, if you're not in control, if they are not in control, all we can do is accept the things that were given to us, and accept the things that we will not get. Accept, and accept. For what we don't have was never meant for us. Or probably the illusion of free will. The illusion of free will is the enemy. And we believe that there are certain things that are for us. We believe that certain things are made for us. But what if they're not? What if they are? How can we truly know? What if the one thing that you want in life you get, only to realize, only a day later, that it wasn't for you? A wish, a dream, a job, a career, a partner. When you start to accept things the way they are, there's one thing that happens. Or at least we believe that this happens. And that is, the universe, even though controls everything, knows that you're not affected by its control. You're not affected by what it does to others and to you. You become powerful. You become formidable. Perhaps the thought that whatever happens to you, you will accept it, will change your reality. Or perhaps it won't. We will never know. But it's worth a try, isn't it? It's better than looking at the people that have everything and just complain and complain and complain. It's better to try to change reality. We can only do that when we start to accept the things that are given to us, for more will be given to us, like some great people have said. Be content with what you are, wish not change. A Stoic once said. When you learn to accept the things that are given to you, you can use them as weapons for the future, or perhaps you feel like you can use them for the future. Maybe what you're listening to is part of your destiny, it was part of your fate to listen to this, so you can start accepting things. And probably fate wants you to accept things, so you can use what is given to you to make a better future for yourself and for those that love you. I know for certain, and you know for certain, that some things were decided for us, but it is our duty to try to get some form of control in our life, even if the universe laughs at us, even if the universe smiles at us and keeps reminding us that we are nothing. We have to keep trying. What other choice do we have? Accept things the way they are. Accept that you can live with what you have today. Accept that you will use what you have today to make yourself better, to make others better. Help yourself, help those that love you. Remove bitterness, or at least try. Even if we are not in control, we can try. We can try to start accepting that we are not in control. Perhaps it will change our reality.